Most men over 50 have been told the same thing their entire lives. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Stay hydrated. Keep your body healthy. And they believed it. They bought the big bottles. They set the reminders. They did everything right. But here is what nobody ever told them. If you are over 50 and still drinking plain water, just plain water, nothing added, you are missing one of the simplest, most powerful opportunities to restore the energy, the circulation, and the drive that have been quietly slipping away. Not because water is bad, water is essential, but because after 50 your body needs something more, something specific, something that plain water simply cannot deliver on its own. And once I explain what that something is, I promise you, you will never look at your morning glass of water the same way again. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button right now if you are serious about taking your health back into your own hands. Drop a comment and tell me where you are watching from. I genuinely love seeing men from across the world showing up for themselves. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do it now. What I am about to share could completely change the way your body feels every single day. My name is Dr. Mandell. I am a board-certified physician with 12 years of clinical experience, and I have spent the better part of my career working with men over 50 who come to me saying the same things. I do not know what happened to my energy. I used to feel sharp. Now I feel like I'm running on empty. I am doing everything right, and nothing is working. And almost every time, when we dig into the biology of what is actually happening inside their bodies, we find the same culprit, a molecule called nitric oxide, and the fact that their body has quietly stopped making enough of it. Here is what nitric oxide does, and why it matters more than almost anything else in your body after 50. Nitric oxide is the molecule that controls blood vessel relaxation. When your nitric oxide levels are healthy, your blood vessels open up easily, circulation flows freely, and your heart, your brain, your muscles, every system in your body gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs to perform. You wake up with energy, you think clearly, you feel capable, you feel like yourself. But here is the problem. Starting around age 40 and accelerating sharply after 50, your body's ability to produce nitric oxide begins to decline. By the time most men reach their 60s, their nitric oxide production can be less than half of what it was in their 30s. Half. And most of them have no idea it is happening. Biologically, what this means is that your blood vessels gradually become stiffer and narrower. Your heart has to work harder to push blood through a system that is no longer cooperating the way it once did. Your muscles receive less oxygen during activity, so they fatigue faster. Your brain receives less blood flow, so your thinking slows down. Your recovery after any physical effort takes longer than it used to. Emotionally, the effect is devastating, even though most men never connect it to this cause. That sense of being slower than you used to be, that quiet erosion of confidence, that feeling of watching your energy disappear and not understanding why, even though you are eating reasonably, sleeping adequately, and trying your best. Practically, it means your days feel harder than they should. The afternoon energy crash hits earlier. The motivation to get up and do things fades a little more each year, and you find yourself accepting it because everyone around you says it is just aging. It is not just aging. It is a specific, measurable, addressable deficiency, and you can start doing something about it today. Plain water hydrates you. It is critical. Never stop drinking it. But plain water gives your body zero of the raw materials it needs to rebuild nitric oxide production. Think of your body as a factory. Water keeps the lights on and the machines running. But without the right ingredients arriving at the loading dock, the production line for nitric oxide sits idle. The factory is clean, the machines are running, but nothing is being made. What I am going to give you today are the ingredients that change that. The things you can add to your water starting tomorrow morning that give your body what it actually needs to rebuild the chemistry of circulation, energy, and vitality. The first addition, beetroot. If there is one ingredient every man over 50 should know about, it is beetroot. Not the pickled slices on a sandwich. I am talking about beetroot powder, concentrated, natural, and one of the most well-researched circulation boosters in the world. Here is why it works. Beetroot is extraordinarily rich in natural nitrates. When you consume those nitrates, your body runs them through a conversion process. Nitrates become nitrites, and nitrites become nitric oxide, the exact molecule your blood vessels have been waiting for. What makes this especially important for older men is that beetroot's nitrate pathway largely bypasses the endothelial cells, the cells lining your blood vessels that weaken and become less efficient with age. So, instead of relying on an aging system to produce nitric oxide the long way, beetroot gives your body a shortcut, a direct route to the molecule that opens your blood vessels and gets your circulation moving again. Studies have shown that a single serving of beetroot can measurably improve blood flow within hours. Men who use it consistently report steadier energy throughout the day. Not the artificial spike of caffeine, but a real, sustained, biological improvement. How do you use it? Mix 1 to 2 teaspoons of beetroot powder into a large glass of water first thing in the morning. It has a deep, earthy taste with a slight natural sweetness. Add a squeeze of lemon to brighten the flavor, and I will explain in a moment why that lemon is doing more than you think. The second addition, pomegranate. Beetroot gets the nitric oxide flowing, but here is the part most people miss. Nitric oxide breaks down quickly, especially in a body that is dealing with inflammation, oxidative stress, or a less than perfect diet. You can produce it and lose it almost simultaneously. That is where pomegranate comes in. Pomegranate is loaded with polyphenols, some of the most powerful antioxidant compounds found in any food on Earth. These compounds act as a protective shield around your nitric oxide, slowing its breakdown and keeping it active in your bloodstream longer. Think of it this way. Beetroot turns the tap on. Pomegranate keeps the water flowing. Together, they create something your body has not experienced in years, a sustained, steady delivery of improved circulation. Research has shown that consistent pomegranate consumption improves blood vessel flexibility, reduces blood pressure, and significantly increases the availability of nitric oxide. Add 1 teaspoon of pomegranate powder or 1 tablespoon of pure pomegranate extract to your morning water alongside the beetroot. The combination creates a rich, deep-colored drink that works hard for your cardiovascular system from the very first sip. The third addition, L-citrulline. Now we go one level deeper because there is a second pathway your body uses to make nitric oxide, and you can supercharge it with one amino acid that most men have never heard of. It is called L-citrulline, and it is found naturally in watermelon. Here is how it works. Your body converts L-citrulline into another amino acid called L-arginine. And L-arginine is the direct fuel your cells use to manufacture nitric oxide. So citrulline is essentially the supply truck, delivering raw materials straight to the production line. What makes L-citrulline superior to simply taking arginine directly is a matter of absorption. When you take arginine as a supplement, a large portion of it gets broken down in your digestive system before it ever reaches your bloodstream. L-citrulline bypasses that problem entirely. It is absorbed efficiently, travels to your cells intact, and is converted to arginine right where nitric oxide is being made. The result is a measurable boost in circulation that compounds the effect of your beetroot and pomegranate. 3 different mechanisms, all pointing in the same direction. More nitric oxide, better blood flow, stronger vitality. Add half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of L-citrulline powder to your morning glass. It mixes easily and has a mild, almost neutral taste that disappears completely into your other ingredients. Additional boosters worth knowing. If you want to take this even further, There are several other natural additions that work alongside your core 3. A squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The vitamin C in lemon actively protects nitric oxide from oxidative breakdown, playing the same role as pomegranate, but through a different mechanism. It also makes the whole drink taste sharper and more refreshing. Ginger. A small amount of ginger powder adds compounds that naturally stimulate nitric oxide production while simultaneously fighting the inflammation that silently damages blood vessel walls. Hibiscus powder. Rich in antioxidants, hibiscus helps blood vessels relax more